I cannot believe that I didn't get myself volume 30 of My Hero Academia. It would look perfectly right here with volume 5 or with Todoroki and with volume 30 having Dabi. Wouldn't it just be perfect? Instead, we don't have that. And I'm not putting Shoto himself there because, let's be real here, volume 5 with Shoto isn't exactly Shoto's best cover. It's honestly pretty boring and bland. It's just this. But yeah. Anyways, greetings mortals, I am Nates, one of the rules of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of My Academia, chapter 352, titled Ultimate Move. Uh, alright, I guess we're going to in detail explanation of Shoto's attack that he used against Dabi in the previous chapter. I guess it makes sense. But I'm not really a big fan of these focusing uh, entire chapters all about like one single flipping attack and move. It always just feels like it's just kind of like comes off like padding. Like, alright, we don't know what we can do for the story, just we have to pad the stuff out. But who knows? Maybe there's gonna be enough jokes between that and double looking monsters to make it entertaining. So yeah, anyways, we cut to our flashback panel, though, as we have the narrator saying, Heights Alliance, Students Dormitory, night before departing. I guess it's before the, Ayama plan. Is that we have narrator saying, sometime before the decisive battle. I would just say a few hours, honestly. As then we have Izuku be always like, Todoroki-kun, for you to be fighting, as then we have Shoto say immediately, not even, Izuku doesn't even have to, and so Saifullah, he just says, no need to worry about me, I have made my decision. As then we have, I think, Ida screaming, we gotta get ready in half of an hour. So yeah, which is I guess why they are currently, some of these guys are currently naked. Like seriously, we see Soji, Ida, and Minata all naked right now. And where is the hell is my bleach? So yeah, anyways, they have Shoto saying father will be annoyed that he won't be able to keep his promise, as I'm sure the fan base is. But then Shoto just says we'll let that be his punishment. Hawks and the others just made a wise decision as we get a bit of a flashback when they were recovering. As there we have Izuku looking down. As there we have Shoto saying, Dabi is a product of our family's sins. And besides, if I ever wanted to become a hero, this is the one fight I can't run away from. So yeah, I guess he's like, even if it never would be have fought against Dabi, I would have to been there regardless. So yeah, it's pretty nice that there's actually a reason why, and it's not just something like in Black Clover where it was the only reason was, well, because we want to make Noel look badass. But yeah. So, anyways, then we have the show saying this move is something to overcome that overwhelming wall. And then we see Shoto making like a crest or an axe-shaped fire over his chest, and then it's like a bright light awakens. As then we get Izuku saying, when you told me that you almost had it, you were talking about this. As we did get a panel with Shoto making something, which I guess was very confusing now, but we don't actually see it. As then we have Izuku not going over the top excited face, but more like, I'm excited to see this. It's like, it looks like a flash fire face, but there's something different about it. As there we have Ojiro saying in the back, since you were rogue during that time, you weren't around for the process. So yeah, there was something made while Izuku was running around. As then we have, I guess, confirmed that they were indeed studying and training a lot. As they have Kaminari being like a bit more the goofy guy of the here. It's like, get a load of this. Even if I poke at it, it isn't hot at all. I just pokes it Oto and Shoto's like, stop this. This is supposed to be a very cool moment here. As there we have Shoto saying, training and maintaining it is incredibly difficult, so it ends up fizzling out. That's why I said I almost had it. So yeah, I guess now we just mention why he wasn't complete before. So in reality, it was complete before. It's just that it wasn't in a useful degree, similar to how Izuku's Black Whip during the Endeavor Agency wasn't fully developed yet. As we while he's explaining this, we also see Izuku going for a poke. As we have Bakugo screaming, "Don't forget that I'm still the strongest, y'all losers!" Well, consider the fact that Shoto is currently fighting someone whose body is self-destroying, while Bakugo is currently fighting the strongest villain out there. Yeah, I would say Bakugo's about right. I mean, granted, it is debatable how he's gonna go with Izuku, but for now it's pretty good. So yeah, anyways, then we have Ida just screaming, "Hey guys, stop messing around and hit the showers already!" Which is weird because Izuku seems to have put a shirt on, although but also failing the appearance, but it looks like he just had a shirt underneath the school uniform, which is fine because Shoto seem to have just not have anything on at all. Weird. So yeah, anyways, then we get a shot of a heart as we see a shot explain with the secret of this technique is using my freezing left half and my burning right half at the same time. Using my heart as the center focus, I can manifest it. Wait, what? Uh, Remind me if I'm wrong because I'm not a human, but don't you humans have your hearts on the left side? Because I'm pretty sure you got humans have it on the left side, not in the middle. And the way this looks like, it looks like it's in the middle. Although maybe it's not, or maybe it just looks like it's in the middle. Well, or not, it's something like in the left corner, or is it the right corner? Again, I am not human. I can't tell specifically. So, anyways, there should be like cold and warm blood circulated throughout my body, resulting in a thermal equilibrium. It's like he's mixed hot and cold into one sensation. I guess that's what Izuku thinks. And he doesn't have a goofy expression. He just has a like wonderful expression. As then we have Shot saying, "It's something like cold fire." Why do I feel like this? There's a Pokemon Diamond and Pearl reference here, but I can't put my fingers on it. And then we get like Shoto cut his face cut in half, as Shoto says on his first on his burns side, like my old man wanted to reduce the body's internal temperature by increasing ice as a coolant, which is very fitting for it to be said on the burn side. As then Shoto on the other side be like, I on the other hand am doing the opposite. Only I can find out the reason I was born. As there, that's the inner monologue for Shoto. As Midoriya's like, then Shoto's like Midoriya. As there, I have him again in a monologue in that house. As there, we have Shoto saying to him in a very happy expression, like, "This is my power. Thank you." Reference in Volume 5, where he had that little fight with Izuku and their conversation there, which is a nice little full circle type of thing. And it's not actually screamed about being a full circle. Surprising, I know. So yeah, anyways, then we see got to the present as we see Shoto saying this. What was it? What did he call it in the unofficial translations? Cold fire. Uh, I think. Yeah, I think he says it's cold fire. Not sure. Yeah, cold fire. He said cold fire. His cold fire at Dobby's body, where the thing called freezing impact, burning ice blade. And then we see Dobby, how, and then we have the show saying, how about you cool down for a change? Yeah, that probably would be a good thing, although I'm not sure if it's not right time for this. And then we have see this cold fire just sent at Dobby and having him fall down, but then he immediately manages his rest of his blue flames to kind of like stabilize himself. As then we have Dobby saying he has a body able to withstand my flash. No, actually, I think that's show saying he has a body able to withstand my flash fire. As that we see Dobby face, and yeah, his lower jaw seems to be completely gone at this point. It's just like his mouth is just covered fire as he's getting the monarch, and his skin is very seems to be almost nothing at this point. Then we have, I'm guessing the show saying, along with ice to quench my actually no, they stop saying, along with ice to quench my flames. Well, aren't you just the man for this job? As they have Dobby jump in, it's like, yeah, what a wonderful sense of morality you have, brother. I always knew it. Even if we are bound by blood, we are nothing alike. As then Darby just puts his hands on the ground and seems to sense some kind of fire in it. Yeah, and that fire actually, well, in Shoto's words saying, he neutralized it. I just need to find another opening again. So yeah, Shoto's cold fire has been removed. As then we have Darby again, this very monstrous demonic look, like, since you stray from right path, there's no. Actually, that might be Shoto. I'm not saying. Once you stray, no, that's what Darby. Once you stray from the right path, there is no turning back. This is the side effect of superhuman society. We are the absolute limit. And then he just starts screaming as it's fire. And good thing is, the fire actually seems to have removed it, so I guess his neck isn't gonna be burned before. As then Darby sends even more fire as he screams, "Enough talk already! Burn to death for our sakes!" As he screams and fires again back to his mouth, and just sends as there's fire that he sent. I'm thinking it's supposed to be house power or something. I'm not really sure. It just seems to like change its trajectory because first it was like all over the place, but now it seems to like go into a panel. As then we see Endeavor's psychics be like, "Go, Shoto, we believe in you." And this fire actually seemed to have defeated all three of them. Like we see Burner and the other two, Kido, I think one of them, Nemos, and the fourth one I can't remember, as they're all just following after they got hit by that. And then Shoto's like, "Those flames were hot enough to have burned me for sure." So yeah, if this hit directly hit Shoto, that he would have lost, like by the Shoto's words, which consider the fact he took down three of Endeavor's top fighters, it makes sense. As then we have Shoto saying, thank you." As their burner is falling down, "I told you, don't waste your energy." As they have Shoto screaming, saying to himself, "If I had to summarize all my thoughts into one phrase, all I would say is," as they Shoto screaming, "Thank you so much!" Why do I feel like the official translations are gonna have a different statement here? As they have Shoto to kind of having like a looking back on his life, as Shoto's like, "My blood, my past, it was a lonely existence with almost nothing to look back on or forward to. But by the time I finally understand, it wasn't the case." As they have uh, Shoto turning to where his class is, as he sees his class, he's like so what in shock. He's like, "Everyone seemed like they were always so far ahead of me." As then we see a shot of them all, most of them like being, "Hey Shoto, hi Shoto," and all that. As then shows like, when in reality they were always besides me. Every member from class A was there for me. They always gave me a place to feel safe. As then we see a shot of like a bunch of shots with them all together. It's a very jumbled mess. As it shows like, "Build it up." As he's getting even more of that cold fire get ready. As then we get to the interview about their super moves, where Montley was explaining it. As he's like, as she says, "Your ultimate moves symbolize you. It's throughout those moves that people learn what you are capable of." As then we have Shoto, I think, like speed blitzing in this moment. As then we have Darby as he's in his burnt state. He- looks like he got punched. As we have Shoto be like, "There is no turning back, even if it is by force. Uh, so please, just stop all this." As he uses his cold fire in a new move called Great Arctic Tsunami. And then we have just like a giant wave of cold fire bursting through through Darby. As then we get like a little final page of the chapter where we see Darby as Toya, yeah, and Shoto as as he was when he was a kid. As then we have Darby on top of Shoto because that took him out. Makes sense. I mean, Darby's body was already tearing itself apart. It should have been that long ago. And now this fight probably looked like it was literally inside of his body. They burning everything, so it makes sense. that would be enough. As then we also get a shot of how powerful this Great burst was, and by the looks of things, it seems to have not only taken care of all the fire that W was sending, but also took care of you. Well, one, two, three, four, five, six. From what I can see, towers was that are all completely engulfed in ice. As they would get the amateur saying, unleashed beyond his limits, he finally quells his brother's flames. As the fight is over. Huh, kind of surprising how we ended this, how this fight is already over. Like you'd think it would be a bit longer. But yeah, so this is the end of the chapter. Well, no, this was more about Shoto's character and his full circle type of thing. It's like it's supposed to be like the ending, like cherry drop on this whole in Darby's storyline for what we can tell for now. Like there might be some extendation, but it seems like the way they're gonna end it. All in all, I do feel like it does make sense for this to be ended. Like maybe there should be more chapters between it, as some people probably gonna be saying. Which let's hope the anime actually does put everything in it to what that Hikoshi wanted in. I mean, how if the story is already the end? How if ends before sometime around season 6, I believe it is, then I don't see why Hikoshi can just like go into the anime department and give them all the notes he has, so they'll be able to make a full season with all the missing stuff. But yeah, so this is by the looks of things seems to be the ending. Now I'm sure there's also gonna be like a final conversation in the next chapter, assuming we still focus on this. But yeah. No, as for what we're gonna focus next, well, the thing is, I could see the next focus is be a bit more like a scattershot again. Because the thing you have to remember is this whole fight with Darby. I feel like the reason why it was happened, right now, why we didn't cut to anything around is because like Spinner, All for One, and all that is most why it's mostly because Darby has a limit to how long he can fight with his blue flame. I mean, his body was literally looking like a fucking burnt skeleton. Like I don't even think there is a way for this gray artistic tsunami didn't save Dabi. It probably did kill, just cool the fire down from all of his holes. Like even if you want to say his wounds are burned close, so they're not it's like he's not going to lose by because of blood loss. Well, I'm pretty sure that his blood is burned right now. So yeah, this is pretty much end for the whole conflict. I'm guessing this is the end of the conflict, but we'll see. So yeah, overall this was a pretty exciting chat. The ending was a very exciting chapter, and the full circle stuff for Shoto was really well done. I do want to this. I hope they are gonna put a lot of money in this when this is getting animated. But no, it's a pretty solid chapter, I would say. And if there are any problem, and all the major problems, I would say it's just because of the rush to where My Academia is being treated right now. So yeah, well that's it. I hope you guys like this chapter reaction. I hope you guys leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.